Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some Fire Emblem 3 houses. And last time we got a little bit interrupted near the end with our supports, so I think we will finish those up real quick and then we will get into the next mission, which is supposedly an assault on the castle.
Yes! Time for food! Hey, Ignatz! Is this seat taken?
Oh, hey, Raphael. I'm done eating, so you can sit here if you like.
Really? But there's still food on your plate.
It's fine. I'm not that hungry. Anyway, I guess I'll be heading off.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ignatz! Want to train with me?
Oh my, that equipment's looking rusty. Let me fetch some oil.
What's the matter? It always looks like that. Come on, we'll take care of it later.
Nope, you have to do it as soon as you notice. There's oil in the warehouse. I'll be right back.
Hey, Ignatz!
Hello, Raphael.
Are you busy? I need to talk to you.
No, that's... Oh, almost forgot. It's time to return this book to the library. I'll just...
Hey, hold up. Are you seriously gonna keep running away from me?
What? No, I'm not running.
Yes, you are. Every time I try to talk to you, you make up some excuse and run. What's going on? You were a lot friendlier to me when we were kids. You were always so excited to show me all the neat stuff you had whenever I came to visit. We'd play hide and seek with my little sis, draw pictures, and do other fun stuff too. Remember all that?
Things can't be the way they were. It's regrettable, but it's the truth.
Regrettable? What's there to regret?
I mean, you know, what happened to your parents. My parents are the reason your parents died.
What are you talking about? My parents died in an accident while traveling for work.
Maybe so, but they were taking over for mine, because they had other business that day and couldn't go themselves. So, they recommended yours to fill in for them.
Huh. I didn't know that. But what does that have to do with our friendship?
No, but see,
Oh, I see. But we're done talking about this. You gotta stop beating yourself up over it. It was an accident.
He's just putting on a brave face. No one is that forgiving.
Well, that was a sad story.
Hey, Leone. Are you just getting back? Whoa! What's with the bag? It's huge!
Oh, this? I thought I'd get all my chores done at once. Guess it got a little out of hand. Sorry to be a pain, but could you help me out?
I'm happy to help. Where'd you...
Well, first it was just the cloth scraps from the tailor, and then it was the used oil from a restaurant in town.
What did that say? Where'd you go to get all this stuff?
After that, it was the books the scholars didn't know what to do with. I mean, that was just on the way.
Whoa. It sounds like you did a lot of running around today.
It wasn't so bad. I just figured it would save time if I did it all in one trip.
You planned all that out? Impressive! What are you gonna do with all that stuff you got?
The scraps will be good for dishcloths, and I can make soap from the oil. The books are just to help with my studies.
You really can't let anything go to waste, can you?
Nope. Can't stand the idea.
Who knew you were so thoughtful? I mean, with actual thinking ahead. You're so generous to everyone and always making me food. I never knew how much thought you must put into it.
I cook to relax, and it's nice seeing how enthusiastic you get about eating what I make. Whatever I give away is just the stuff that isn't useful to me. I pick up all sorts of things when I'm in town. Giving things like that to people who need them or who can actually use them makes sure they aren't wasted.
That makes sense. You've got to use up the stuff you've got after all. Hey, do you think you're like this because you didn't have much growing up?
I guess times were tough now that you mention it. The folks in my village definitely aren't rich. My dad had to go through a lot of trouble to get the recommendations I needed to attend the academy. That doesn't mean I've grown up to be stingy. It just means I don't like to squander. Anyway, enough of that. It's in poor taste to go on about your own hardships. I've always got time for a meal with a friend, and it so happens I picked up some choice meat today. Why don't we share it?
Now you're speaking my language.
That was a lot better than the last support.
Is that everything?
Yes, that's the last of them. Thank you, Marianne. Just when I thought all the laundry was dry, the wind got stronger, and by the time I realized what was happening, there were clothes dancing across the sky.
That must have been frustrating to watch.
I didn't imagine they would float all the way to the stables. Thanks again for helping me pick them up.
It was no trouble. They landed right at my feet.
Well, now I can hang it all back up before sunset. Everything should be dry by the day's end. All right, I should get to...
Are you all right?
Uh-huh. The hamper's just a little heavier than it looks. Do you think you could give me a hand? Whew, we got here just in time. Thanks for the help hanging everything up.
It was nothing.
Huh. What is it?
I'm sorry. I know I'm not much fun to be around. I'm not very good at small talk either.
Oh, no, that's all right. After all, just look over there.
Huh? Oh, the flowers are lovely.
They were mere buds until just the other day. Now look at those gorgeous blooms.
How wonderful.
If we'd been chatting away, we might never have noticed them. Sure, the laundry was an ordeal, but at least there was a silver lining. Oh, Professor, here's the map you... Well, there's always next time, I suppose.
Hey, Ignatz! Didn't you have something to talk to the professor about?
Oh no, nothing urgent. You didn't cut short your conversation because of me, did you?
Come on, do I seem like the type to do that? No, I just had a couple of questions about the bows. We're done now, so I thought I'd come and tell you.
The bows? Is something wrong with them?
Lots of them have come in for repairs lately, so I switched out some of the strings for stronger ones. They've been breaking less, but now they're harder to draw.
Ah, I see. I suppose people would prefer if you went back to the lighter bowstrings.
Maybe. If the only issue was the draw weight, I'd just tell people to get stronger arms. But the real problem is that you can't shoot as fast. The arrows also fly too far now.
I can see how slower shooting is a drawback, but the arrows flying farther, that actually sounds like a good thing.
Sure, on open plains, but up close you lose accuracy. That's why I thought it might be good to use different bowstrings for different scenarios. I wanted the professor's opinion about that.
Oh, good point. You know a lot about bows, don't you?
Yes, I do. I grew up in a hunting village, so I've been around them my whole life. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily better than anyone, but at least I know what I'm doing. And you? Do you have something you're really good at?
Me? Oh no, I don't think so.
Well, I'm sure you'll find your thing someday.
I hope so.
So many things. It's probably only like two more.
Sure? Thank you so much. You're always so kind to me. I'll have to repay you sometime. Lysithia? What are you doing there? Don't tell me you were listening just now and judging me getting other people to do my work for me. I've got better things to do. Although, I do wonder why everyone is always so eager to help you. I only ask for help if they offer. I don't ever pressure people. So I've noticed. That's what strikes me as odd. I suppose they're just so taken with me, they want to help me out. I see. That would explain it. Oh dear, I was expecting you to argue, not to agree with me right away. There's no reason to deny what's clearly true. Everything about your outward appearance is immaculate and well thought out. Even your fingernails are always well kept and painted. No doubt your toenails are the same. I can't tell if you're complimenting me or accusing me of something. And you smell delightful, like candy. Or wait, am I catching a hint of floral? I'm so glad you noticed. It's oil extracted from a flower that only blooms at night. Floral oils, huh? I didn't think they had much use outside of homeopathy and house cleaning. I have some right here, actually. Here, I can give you a splash. There we go. I put it on your wrists, so you'll want to rub them together. Body heat is what activates the scent. Your wrists and your neck are relatively warm, so they're good spots to apply the fragrance. For a very subtle fragrance, you can also try putting it under your clothing. So, what do you think? It's lovely. Now I smell just like you, Hilda. Somehow, this makes me feel a little more mature. Thank you. So that's it. She just wants to feel more grown up. She's hard to read, that one. That smile, though. Who knew she could be so cute?
Interesting. Okay, maybe we have 2 more.
Being kicked must have hurt, didn't it, Dorte? Did they think you won't gallop unless you're in pain? It must be difficult letting those brutes ride you. Hey, Marianne. What are you up to? Nothing. Really? I was sure I heard you talking to someone. By the way, are you free right now? Is there something you need? I was about to go buy towels and soap, but the girls saddled me with all these specific requests. They want it all to look cute or to smell a certain way, but all that's just nonsense to me. I've always made my own towels out of old scraps and soap from used cooking oil. I've never given it much thought beyond that. Oh. But I've noticed you've got some really nice things. So you have an eye for that stuff, right? Obviously, I give you all the credit, and I'm sure everyone would be really grateful for your help. No, I don't deserve that kind of praise. Really? I don't think that's true. Come on, you'll be doing me a big favor. My adoptive father tells me I shouldn't stray too far from the monastery. That's nonsense. You've got to get some fresh air now and again. I should stay. Besides, I wouldn't be much help. I don't think anyone would like whatever I pick out anyway. It would all go to waste. And I'm sure that having me around would just cause you misfortune, Leonie. Are you serious? I should stay here by myself. Now, hold on just a second. You'll cause me misfortune? What kind of backwards talk is that? If you really don't want me around, then at least come out and say it straight. I'm sorry for the unwelcome invitation. Don't worry, I won't make the same mistake again.
So unfortunate.
Why do I have to organize the library? I'll get in trouble if it's not done, and I can't think of anyone who'd do it for me. Since no one else is around, though, time for a little break.
There's no way you're organizing the library in the forest anyways.
What are those sounds? Ha! Yeah! Leonie, always at it. How exhausting that must be. What's this? Hey, what are you doing? That's mine. If you leave it lying on the ground, people will think it's trash. I usually wear it around my neck, but I put it down while I'm training so I don't get sweat all over it. Well, people won't know that, will they? You should have just left it in your room. It's a good luck charm. If I don't keep it close by, then what's the point? How stubborn of you. I will say it looks to be a very well-loved charm. Captain Gerald gave it to me when I was a kid. If it's that important to you, you should wash it. Then again, I suppose it is made of wood. Have you considered coating it with resin? That would preserve it nicely. You could even accessorize it, make it look cute. Thanks, but Captain Gerald made it especially for me. I'd really rather keep it just as it is. Well, if that's how you feel, I won't argue with you. Me personally, I'd choose a cute necklace over a dirty old charm any day. I'm sure you would. But Captain Gerald didn't treat me as some young girl. He treated me like a person who mattered, and equal. He taught me everything. I don't want to forget his teachings, so I'm going to keep this charm just the way it is. Huh, what do you know?
That's it? I expected her to say something else, but okay. Alright, we're finally done with all the supports. Lots of stuff there, but it is time for this mission. So let's see what happens, I suppose. Assault of the Rite of Rebirth. With while the plot to assassinate the Archbishop shakes the monastery to its core, you suspect the enemy may have a different motivation. Anxiety abounds as the goddess's rite of rebirth commences. Deploy!
Thanks so much.
So I assume there's going to be a cutscene to
The rite of
explain what's
rebirth is
happening.
finally underway. Time to see if our hunch was right.
I hope it's not. Then we wouldn't have to fight anyone.
We've all come to this conclusion together. I'm sure we've got it right.
Right or wrong, the clock is ticking. All we can do for now is stick to the plan.
You seem a mite too relaxed for my liking. The goddess's rite of rebirth is about to begin. While we are in the goddess tower, we are relying on you to secure the locations that are lacking in defense.
May I let you in on something, Professor? My brother can be a bit callous. He told me that he was concerned about you, and hinted that perhaps you would be better off patrolling a coffin.
What does that mean?
That was said in jest, Flane, and in confidence. Please just remain by my side and do not cause any more trouble. As a professor, you would do well to remember that it is your duty to guide your students down the path of righteousness.
Please excuse us, everyone. We shall see you again after the ceremony has concluded.
Sedith is way too overprotective. He reminds me of my brother.
Come on, Teach. I know a hidden spot where we can monitor the stairs that lead to the Holy Mausoleum. If there's anyone down there, they'll be trapped like the rats they are. We'll just have to take them down without getting bitten. Back to the subject at hand. What I found last night was a sealed coffin in the underground Holy Mausoleum. I did some research, and the only time you can easily get in and out of that place is during the Rite of Rebirth. And because of that alleged assassination plot, it has even thinner defenses than usual. It's all too clear.
It seems very logical. Now the problem is, what the heck would anyone want in the Holy Mausoleum? Maybe there's a hero's relic or something in the coffin? I do not know. What? Excuse me? We're just in the battle. Who the heck are you? Death Knight? Scythe of Sariel? What is this? For a class that uses dark magic. Interesting. Who are you? Well, I was really hoping for like an explanation. But I guess this is what we're doing. So, we're already starting in range of the enemy, which is a little bit odd. Probably want Leone up front. Raphael a little bit more up front. Where do I put Hilda? I don't really want her to be off to the side because she's got more killing power than Raphael. Plus there's a lot of mages. So I think that barbarians, so Claude, or I guess they're fighters, but Claude and Hilda will probably do good work here. There is a locked chest. You have an item. Do you have a key? You do have a key. Oh, whoops. I was not done investigating the map. There's another chest over here. This guy also has a key. Okay, so we're gonna want to make sure we open those chests if possible. Death Knight doesn't appear to move, but he has an evasion floor. This guy also doesn't move, and he's on a Prey Stone, which restores HP and raises evasion and defense. That's annoying, but we could probably deal with it. Let us save. And I don't think we need to change any of our abilities or anything, so we should just be good to go. Where does my character start, out of curiosity? Just in the middle, but my character can't reach anyone. Leone can get an attack off on this guy immediately, and Hilda can get an attack off on this guy. Seems fine. We need to make sure to change Ignat's weapon because his iron bow is broken. Defeat the enemy commander. We gotta win before 25 turns.
Looks like we have company.
Those Central Church dastards have spotted us. Buy me some time while I open the seal on the casket.
I'm on it.
It's gonna take him 25 turns to open the
Looks like
seal.
the enemy is going after the casket in the back. Maybe they're going after the Saint's bones? Weird.
I'd like to defeat them before they can finish the job.
And protect the casket.
But did you notice? Look closely at the ground. There's some kind of contraption on certain parts of the floor. The smart move is to advance while finding the best fighting positions we can, based on the enemy's weaponry.
I mean, that's obvious, but I don't know what the contraptions do. I guess the contraptions are like increased defense. This one increases resistance, so we want to fight them with physical damage. Evasion is kind of just like, you can't really control that. I think maybe magic is good against evasion, but I'm not sure, because magic is good against defense. I don't know. But I don't know if it's better to be zoomed out or zoomed in. So if that's defense.
Who, me?
Okay, she one-shots this guy. Nice.
I'm all sweaty.
Let's get to it.
That's not as great as I was hoping for. Can anyone else reach?
Ready anytime.
Not really.
I got this.
Well, I guess that's how it's gonna have to be. She really only has an iron lance and it's almost broken. That's really bad.
Who, me?
Yeah, did the trick.
So close to getting B in faith.
Stay focused.
Ready and willing.
Well, keep a bow equipped while we're in the middle of
I
mages.
stand ready.
So this is the side with resistance? Yeah.
Leave it to me.
So we want Lysithea to go over to the left because that's the side with regular defense.
Death Knight, prove your strength and scatter these fools.
I don't take commands or waste my time on weaklings.
I'm getting a really disturbing vibe from that guy.
No one go near the evil-looking knight, okay?
But I want to kill the knight because he has that dark seal. That would probably be good for Lysithea. Can I? Okay, hold on. Items. Do I have any extra lances? I have training lances. She's probably just gonna have to fight with a bow for most of this fight then.
I call that a win. Can I get a
Oof. Training bow. Don't really need that. I do really want to kill the Death Knight. He is level 16 though. But maybe we can just like, what are his stats looking like? He's got better resistance than defense. So arrows might be able to do something. What are his abilities? Nullifies instant death effects. Allows unit to counterattack regardless of distance. Oof. If unit initiates combat and lands a hit, target foe loses up to 20% of max HP after combat. This guy seems really annoying to take down. So, Marianne and Lysithea need to run off to the left, preferably. I'm sure like Claude and Hilda could probably help. Maybe I'll just run off to the right. This guy has no offensive spells. Okay. Four damage is not that bad. Nine damage hurts, but Hilda will kill.
You lost to me?
Kind of want to know what we're looking at here. Okay, he will one-shot my character. And I only have a 43% chance to even hit him. What about if we're on like this tile? I don't think we can take Death Knight. I really want that Dark Seal, but I just don't see it being a possibility. He's got A in Lance and Horseback. Yeah, I don't think we can fight that man. Too scary.
That takes care of that.
Oh my gosh, these people are not giving very much XP. Oh, that's the key. Oh, he's almost out of ammo. That is not good. Do you have any other weapons? Nope. Oh boy, that's a goof. So Raphael's gonna fall even further behind because I don't have weapons for him.
Should have trained better.
Oh, he's so close.
I think I get it now.
He might be able to level up just by getting attacked. I guess he could still do damage. Just because his weapon's broken isn't the end. Get an attack from you first. This spell has such a high crit rate. Like, we didn't get a crit right there, but it was at 24% chance to crit. That's a lot. Well, that seems like overkill.
As expected.
Just absolutely destroyed.
Amazing.
Maybe we should have Hilda fight first, and then we'll heal her. And she has a bee. She learns silence. What does that do? Foes hit are unable to use magic for 1 turn? That seems really good. I wonder if the Death Knight uses magic. We'll have to investigate. Oof. That's a lot of damage. He got 0 XP? Outrageous. Ow. He just did 10 damage. He killed a man with his broken weapon. Amazing.
Still got room to grow.
How much damage is this gonna do? Oh boy. Good work,
Sorry,
Claude.
but victory is mine.
Well, Raphael is pretty weak at the moment. Probably give Leone this kill right here. She's actually a really good archer at this
Another
point.
one down.
Well, I guess she's not that good. As far as things go, she's not even at C rank yet. Oh, he dodged it.
Should I have held back?
What is the negative effect that this blizzard does? It doesn't say. It definitely applies some negative effect. Oh, because he has seal strength. Ooh, that's the negative effect. I want to see what this accomplishes. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work out. But I don't think he can attack right here. So I might just sit here, grab this item. Well, I guess it's XP. And then I'll be on an evasion tile. So when this lady attacks me, I should be able to win that fight. Wait, nope, not like that. Oh, I'm curious. What the heck? Oh, it's got like a very high range. Can I cannot quite see. Can I see him from here? No. I need to be one square down. I want to keep her as centered as possible so she can heal everyone on the battlefield.
The reinforcements haven't arrived? If they approach from behind, we can attack them from both sides.
Oh my god. That was gonna be 30 damage? Why are you doing so much damage?
Let's see them handle this.
Whew. This has a 20% chance to just kill. That would be nice. Ouch. That's not good enough. Leone has this key, so she needs to get over there either way. So I've been meaning to check this blizzard on him. It actually does 0 damage, huh? That stinks. So this unfortunately gives the second key to Claude. We might
I'm not done yet.
come over with Raphael and have him grab the key. But it doesn't appear he can with this positioning. Oh, that's a sure kill.
You fought well. Such power dwells within? Bow will do pretty good damage here. This is what I do.
There's a lot of people that need healing at the moment.
Sorry.
A javelin. Is there a way to figure out how many turns we're in? Oh, that's not what I wanted. So we're on turn 6. So how many people are over here? 2. Whoops. Trade. Give me this. Thank you. Maybe I should have healed first. So I could be in range for the heal instead of having to do one of these long range heals. Oh boy. So we might have to send people back to deal with these guys, but they're kind of far away. An intermediate seal. Hilda's not level 10 yet, right? Okay, cool. She should get to level 10 here then. Maybe.
Sorry, did I hurt
Yeah,
you?
okay.
I think, yeah, I'm definitely tougher.
My character doesn't have any range attacks, so... Wait, can my character get in range? No. But maybe if I stand right behind him, I can assist him? We should also probably use one of these. Skill up.
Born fruit.
Wait, attack who? Oh, this guy. I see. So I can use this 3 times? Let's use it 1 time.
Appreciate that.
Gives a lot of battalion XP.
Don't waste it.
Oh, it's a gambit. I was like, why can't my blizzard hit? Goodbye.
I'm all sweaty.
Is Hilda like really fast or something? Or has my Hilda gotten a lot of
Pretty good
speed?
at this.
Because she double attacks like everyone. I want to look. She does have 13 speed. That's the same as Claude. What does my character have? 12. She's probably got one of the highest speed numbers besides Leonie over here. Okay, Ignatz has 14. Fair enough. So I would like Lysithea to get this kill if possible. I think. Everyone here is 10. I feel like that's a pretty high chance to kill, so we'll just use the bow. Well, we could use the training bow. Does that do 10? Holy potatoes! Ignatz is doing so much damage. This is with a training bow. It's because he's so fast.
You were outmatched.
And then run over here, heal Hilda.
You're too kind. Oh well.
Oh man. I feel like we're gonna have to stop these guys eventually. Can Leonie get in range of anyone? She can maybe use an ability from here. But it's not gonna kill.
Naturally.
Why does this have a 2% chance to miss?
That is that.
Probably have everyone converge in the middle to fight off the people who are coming. What turn are we on? Turn 9. So when we go to attack, we can use Marianne's silence ability. He could actually end it right now with the steel bow. Should we? Probably. I don't see why not. Oh, there's a thing to pick up right here, but it's just gonna be some lame item. Who cares?
You're too late. The seal will be broken any minute now.
I get things done.
Victory.
I'll try even harder next time.
It's no use. A seal is broken. You can't... a sword.
Oh, it's the chain blade thing from the beginning. Ooh.
That sword is... I see. What a pleasant surprise.
The jerk got away. Was that magic? We can't even chase after it. Hey, Professor, the way that sword is shining, do you think it could be...
Is the intruder here? Oh, looks like you have this under control. You, round up any stragglers.
Will do.
Stage complete. I am the MVP. Thanks to the efforts of me, all of your allies' motivation increased. Oh, that's good. Received Sword of the Creator. It only has 20 charges. That's a little bit lame. What does this do? Permanently increases luck by 4 and strength by 1. We don't need this rusted axe. This mysterious blade unleashes its true power in Solia's hands, extending to reach distant enemies. The weapon's durability is restored by 5 each time Solia chooses to rest on her day off. Well, that's lame. I don't want to have to rest all the time. So I guess use the sword sparingly, because otherwise you gotta rest a lot.
As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry. The attempted assassination of the Archbishop. An attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands. May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait. Please. The goddess would never forgive you for our execution.
Monster. We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
I suppose that's that. The assassination attempt, the attack on the Holy Mausoleum. Looks like it was all a plot by the Western Church. It's just too bad that that masked knight who was leading the attack got away. Vanished without a trace.
I'm pretty sure he was supposed to get away and that it was... I wonder if you can kill him there, but he seems like crazy strong.
But why would the Western Church want to attack Lady Rhea?
Why? Take your pick of reasons. Relations with the Western Church aren't exactly friendly. Oh, that's right. Gerald mentioned that you grew up completely isolated from the church. The Church of Seros is split into a few different branches across Fodlan. The central church is headquartered right here at Garrick Mach. Then there's the Western Church. Far west from Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lonato had his little rebellion, is the fortress city of Aryan Road. It's the strongest fortress in the kingdom. On the other side of it is the headquarters of the Western Church.
Not too smart to bicker with people who worship the same goddess as you.
The bishop of the Western Church must be pretty ambitious. Probably hopes to split off completely. In which case, he'd need to weaken the Central Church's influence. Killing Rhea is certainly one way to do that. To the shock of no one, I hear the Knights have been sent to subdue the leaders of the Western Church. We'll probably get a chance to assist.
You're an odd one, aren't you, Professor? How'd you make it this far in life without ever interacting with the church? I can't believe someone like you exists in Fodlan. It's too strange.
If you think that's weird, consider the fact that Rhea hired Teach despite all that.
So those guys they caught, they all got the axe, right? That's brutal.
Lady Rhea can be rather intimidating at times. In fact, she can be downright terrifying.
Professor, those who cannot be saved must be delivered to the goddess for judgment. Is that not so?
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me.
Maybe they'll explain if I actually get to keep that sword. Because I don't see why they would let me keep the sword.
Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Seros were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
That's Nemesis, right?
Thief. Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the Crest Stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the Crest Stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its Crest Stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act.
So, somehow, my character is related to Nemesis's bloodline?
As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Lady Rhea, wait! Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger? Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fodlan would be consumed by war. Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Seros over 1,000 years ago.
Oh. So Seros was the one who killed him. She must look exactly like Lady Rhea then.
When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Seros was forced to destroy him. Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Seteth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
The Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last. And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you?
I don't think the sword chose anything. It's definitely strange.
I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name?
Catherine.
Yes, her! The Sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole, where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must. Whatever comes to pass. Please swear to cut a path that is your own.
The Sword of the Creator, pulled right from the legends. I finally found it, and yet it ended up in Teach's hands. Could I even use it anyway? Damn it. There's no telling what's to come.
There's some weird stuff going on here. Chests and doors can be unlocked with appropriate keys, yada yada yada.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds.
We're still in part 1 of this game. We've been playing for like 13 hours.
The verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
From the map screen, yeah, we know you can travel instantly, yada yada yada. Why's there gotta be such a long loading screen at the end of the episode? I just wanna finish it. There are new places to explore. $4,000.
I have a new mission for you, Professor.
Okay.
I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier. This skirmish involves a holy relic, and is therefore more than a single noble is capable of resolving. The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Hey, Teach. I gotta say, I never would have guessed you were a descendant of the King of Liberation. You didn't forget, did you? That story I told you about a relic that could cut a mountain in half? That relic was the Sword of the Creator, the very same used by Nemesis, the King of Liberation.
I'm trying to consider what's actually going on here, because I've found it odd since the beginning that Geralt just happened to run away. And I found it odd that they've obscured your age. Is there maybe a possibility that I am not actually related to Geralt to begin with, and he just kind of ran away with me? Thinking that people knew that my character was the descendant of Nemesis? I mean, you're probably his descendant, so it doesn't really make sense to say that.
Don't be coy, Teach. The Sword of the Creator could only be wielded by Nemesis. If you can use it too, that can only mean you have that bloodline's crest. Fine, keep your secrets. But just so you know, I don't understand isn't gonna cut it here at the monastery. Speaking of,
I mean, it's the
Professor Hanneman
truth.
has been looking for you. He probably wants to examine your crest with those crazy instruments of his. Actually, sounds amusing. Maybe I'll tag along.
If it isn't my little Claude, what has you so worked up?
Who is this lady?
Judith? What are you doing here?
That's Lady Judith to you, boy. I told you, until you're in charge, I expect you to address me with all due respect. Anyway, I'm here to retrieve you. Duke Regan's condition has taken a turn for the worse.
Are you saying the old man's on his deathbed?
No, it's not that bad. But in the state he's in, he won't be able to participate in the next roundtable conference. He wants you to go in his stead. I volunteered to play the messenger.
Wow, thanks for that. Oh, and Teach, this is Judith, also known as the hero of House Daphnel.
So you're little Claude's teacher, are you? How much trouble has he been giving you?
A lot. You would be amazed.
If her nickname didn't give it away, you should know that Judith, Lady Judith, is the leader of the famous House Daphnel of the Leicester Alliance. She used to be a big deal at the roundtable conferences, but it seems of late she's been reduced to a mere...
You had better shut that mouth before I put my boot in it, you tactless nuisance. Now come on, let's get going. Sorry, Professor, but I need to borrow the boy for a bit.
I suppose we'll have to finish our chat later. Sorry, Teach, but don't you worry. I'll be back in time for our next mission. All right, Judith, let's get going.
It's Lady... I suppose you are the active leader for the time being. Fair enough, boy. Fair enough.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess. Your ability to wield the sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
That's it? Nah, I don't want to have a tea party with her. Just send her flowers. Plus, we're out of tea leaves anyways. Lance tournament. Okay, Lance tournament we can maybe win since we lost the sword tournament. I wish we had been able to win the sword tournament, but we didn't have a good representative. Maybe I should have tried someone else though, because I think Claude could have probably pulled it off. Either way, I think that's gonna have to do it for this one. We got that cool new sword. I don't know how much we can actually use the sword, because we have to rest every time we want to actually get the power of it back. It doesn't say anything under rest, but that's what they told us. I assume we just can't repair it or anything, so we have to essentially waste an entire day to use the sword 5 times, which is very unfortunate. And it only has 20 uses, which is not fantastic. But either way, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.